So I'd like to show you guys real quick how I rig up for carp. So I use these fake rubber pieces of corn. You can get them off Amazon. They're real cheap. I like to thread 2 on my baiting needle. Put it under the hair, push them under the hair. And then put the bait stopper. And what I use is these pre-made hair rigs that I get from Amazon. You can get a whole kit with the hair rigs and the bait stoppers and the baiting needle on Amazon. I use a regular old clip swivel to clip it on there, and then a sliding egg weight and a bead. Hair rig, but instead of using the pack bait type weight that they use in Europe, you're just using a regular egg sinker. And when the egg sinker hits the bottom and the carp starts taking your bait, they're not going to feel the weight. This works really well. And we combine it with spraying a real can of corn. Chum that out there. And when you chum that out there, you cast your rig and your fake corn on top of it. And the carp will start feeding on that. And then they're like, this is good. And then they pick up the fake corn.
Yeah, don't throw out too much real corn or they'll eat all that and they won't eat your bait.
And using a hair rig, you get way more hookups because when they suck it up, the hook is exposed.
They can't help but get stuck.
So they can't help but get hooked. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Most of the fish species I go for are predatory species, because normally I prefer fishing for species with lures, artificial lures, so you have more options. But with carp, you're basically just casting out there, putting your rod in the rod holder and just waiting, you're plunking. But the fact that carp get so massive, and the fact that they pull so hard, they may not be acrobatic, but they pull so hard and get so big, I really love catching them. I've been really addicted to catching them, and I can't wait for when they start biting a whole lot again in the spring. But when it comes to scavenger fish species, carp are definitely my favorite, and I feel like there's not enough information out there for Americans on how to catch carp in America. And I really like this method, so I thought I'd share it, because nobody else I know uses this method. Most people just use straight up hook and line American methods, to where you don't use a hair rig and you just thread the corn onto the hook, which I've lost many carp with that method. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to this year so much. I have a lot I'd like to do. Again, I want to fish for snakehead and carp way more. Also want to fish for chain pickerel way more, because I feel like they're a very underrated species, and I actually really love that species. So definitely look forward to that. Not quite sure yet, but maybe this year I can record some saltwater fishing for you guys, because I don't have any on the channel except for fishing the Chesapeake Bay, which isn't really saltwater, it's brackish. So I have fished saltwater a decent amount in the past, but I haven't recorded any for the channel, so I should definitely do that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on latest fish catches.